I'm out for a walk and I don't have a mic, so I'm just going to share my view with you. I'm standing under a tree because it's raining, which it's not really helping because the leaves are gone mostly off the trees. But I came out for a walk this morning. It's a Saturday here in County Waterford in Ireland, and I've been thinking as I walked about the dark moon to dark moon Samhain challenge that I set myself, because that's actually the reason I'm out here in the first place. I set myself a goal of walking. I say a goal, it's not really a goal. I committed myself to walking an average of between min-max, so between 7,500 and 10,000 steps every day for the period of the dark moon of Samhain. So the dark moon before Samhain to the dark moon after Samhain. So the dark moon after Samhain is in a couple of days, and I had a couple of down days, so I have to go more towards the 10,000 steps side of things than the 7,500 side of things for this last week, just to make sure that I hit that challenge and that commitment. So here I am. Did I want to come out this morning? No, I feckin' did not. Not even in the smallest, tiniest little bit. And it's just... I committed to the Morrigan. So for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Lora O'Brien. I am a priest of the Morrigan. And I'm guessing that this video is not going to appeal to people who don't know me, honestly, or are not interested in the work of a Morrigan priest, because it doesn't really have a point, I suppose, other than a vlog style to just share my journey, bring you along with me through the trials and tribulations. But the reason that I'm putting this on video is because as I was walking along, I was praying, and I don't usually pray to the Morrigan as such. My prayers would be devotional rather than like personal pleas or whatever, you know. I would tend to do small spells, rituals, again, make deals with her, that kind of thing. But this morning as I walked, I found myself praying and asking for help, asking for support, because this evening I am running a workshop which is Crows, Cry and Chaos, and we're going live at 7 p.m. this evening. And I really did not want to come out for the walk today. I have so much to do. I'm tired from doing the extra steps. 10,000 steps a day might not seem like a lot to some people, and it's going to seem like so much to other people, and I was one of those other people, honestly, because 2,000 to 4,000 is my, like, if I'm not trying, it's probably closer to 2,000, and if I go for a bit of a walk, it's closer to 4,000 to 5,000 maybe, and that's really what I'm doing most days. So this does represent a challenge and me pushing myself pretty significantly to make sure that I get this done. I'm just going to show you the rest of the trees here, actually, because they're kind of cool. But as I said, there's not much cover. So the one thing I kind of tricked myself into when I was coming out was, well, at least it's not raining. Guess what started? As soon as I came out, it was, in fact, the rain. So, where was I in my little rambly vlog of a Saturday? If you are joining me in the workshop, it is at morrigan.academy/magic. If you've missed the enrollment for this one, then put your name down on the waiting list, and if there's enough interest, I will definitely run it again. Go and have a look, see if it's for you. If it's not, grand, stick with the YouTube, podcast, videos, all the rest of it. But here I am, and the prayer that I was saying, the request I was making to this goddess, was to do a good job this evening, to help people to find their voices, to connect to their own magic, to build relationship with her, to know her better, to have access to more power and more magic through their burgeoning relationship with her, with you, goddess. And I just get so anxious because I really feel a lot of responsibility, and I really want to use my voice to make sure that people have access to the resources and the connection that is real and right, and that I have been so blessed with in my life. Because it has been a blessing. For all the grumpy, silly little walks for my silly little mental and physical health, I've been doing this challenge for, God, many years. I would say 20 years. No, yeah, probably about 20 years at this point. Yeah. So, and I know that there are other people doing it, because people in my Morrigan intensive do it every year, and I've been talking about it for a few years online, so definitely some people have started to do it and pick it up, and it's kind of become a bit of a Morrigan thing worldwide. Some people know it's from me, some people don't. That's okay, as long as the work is getting done. But you know, if you are doing it or talking about it, feel free to credit the source, because you know, that's right relationship as well. Anyway, the point, do I have a point? The point I'm trying to make, oh, here's a boat. This is like ADHD in one video. How did nobody know that I was ADHD? I've been undiagnosed my whole life. Anyway, there's a boat, squirrel. Anyway, I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to throw it up as I'm walking back to my vehicle, and just make sure that I want you to know that I think about this, and I don't just, you know, sell a course and then show up. This is a huge commitment for me. It's a huge responsibility for me. It's literally my life's work. If I make some money from it, it literally just keeps the lights on, keeps my children fed, helps me foster cats, you know, just live my life. Donate to our local charities. We work with the Waterside Food Bank, if anybody's interested. That's kind of the work that we do, but that's okay too. But this is my life, and I don't regret one single bit of it. And for all my grumping and making faces and being surly and stupid little walks, my stupid little mental and physical health, whether it's a walk or whatever piece of work, writing a book, making a course, all of that, having to deal with people, having to talk to people, because I am, in fact, the introvertiest introvert that ever introverted. But I have to, you know, put my head on and put on a show and make sure that people get what they need and hear what they need to hear, and have the work in front of them that they need to be doing. So that's where I'm at. If you want to join me this evening, definitely sign up at morrigan.academy/magic. No K, just MAGIC. And again, if you've missed it, join the waiting list, and I might see you in the next one if we get enough interest. Comment below. Subscribe to the channel. I've split out the Morrigan content onto its own channel now that I've got the Morrigan podcast. So subscribe, like, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff, so that YouTube knows that this is quality content. And, you know, this is not my best work, obviously, but I know that for people who know me and people who maybe need to hear some of this morning, this is going to hit who it needs to hit. It's going to reach who it needs to reach. And mostly I just wanted to share a little Morrigan moment with you. So if you want more like this, definitely ask me in the comments, because and if you think it's shit, maybe just be kind, okay? I've had a hard week.